Preps Plus is brought to you by Boston Store. Come to the right place this holiday season and save. By Pick and Save, the official grocer of Preps Plus. By the Heiser Automotive Group, where anything's possible. By Freightert and the Medical College of Wisconsin. For the smart choice, it's academic. And by Lackey & Joy's. Gear up during their winter holiday sale going on now at their 3 locations, downtown Milwaukee, Brookfield, and Mequon.
Welcome to the home of the Patriots. No, not the New England Patriots, but the Heritage Christian Schools in Milwaukee. Hi, I'm your host, Gary Howard, and welcome to Preps Plus, the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel's high school sports show. We've got some terrific basketball matchups this week, including a tough battle for the Heritage Christian girls. We'll start off this week's show in the wrestling room with one of the most successful high school wrestlers Wisconsin has ever seen. Brad Preda, my main man, hits the mat with our Boston Store featured student athlete.
Jesse Thielke is confident when he takes the mat, but then why shouldn't he be? Thielke has lost just 1 match in his high school career, and he's planning to join a very elite group of wrestlers who have won 4 state high school championships.
And these are just stepping stones to go to NCAA, Olympic, and World. It's going to feel great to win that 4th, but after that, I'm just moving on to the next thing I'm trying to do, next goal I'm trying to complete. Yeah, now you can win.
Thielke has achieved plenty while wrestling nationally and internationally, including a couple of folk-style junior national championships. But teammate and sparring partner Zach Baus says, don't mistake Jesse's confidence for arrogance.
He's real modest, he's not real cocky, he never overlooks an opponent, but he is confident and he knows his ability.
Despite success on bigger stages, Jesse still gets pumped up for every high school match.
It's still exciting anytime you step on the mat. It doesn't matter, Greco, freestyle, folk style. It's all wrestling.
He approaches every match like it's the state title match. That focus, that intensity, he flips his switch, and he's so good at flipping that switch and finding that focus. He does it in the room, he does it on the mat.
If I get heavy here, he's over here, I can cut to the side. Right?
Jesse is one of several wrestlers who demonstrate technique with second-year head coach Casey Gabrielson. These teaching moments allow Jesse to share what he's learned from other big-name coaches and to reinforce ththose lessons in his own mind.
It just helps me break down the moves as well, and then while he's breaking down that, I can look for other variations or other things we need to tweak or work on. It's all review and it all helps.
Jesse has enjoyed so much success as an individual that he may have gotten caught up in that a little bit as a freshman and sophomore. He admits back then that he wasn't too focused on the team, but now that's changed.
My goal with him wasn't to really worry about the technique part, it was the maturity part.
His coach says Jesse has come a long way in that area in just a little more than a year's time.
When I first took over the team, I didn't see that, but over the course of the year, over the course of a year and a half, you can start seeing that. He's getting kids into the weight room in the morning. He's doing the stuff that a captain should be doing.
When I first came in, I was just an individual. It was just how I didn't really care as much how the team did as long as I did. And now, starting last year, Casey's been a huge help, and he's completely team-orientated. And he helped mold me and change me, and this year, that's all I care about. All I know is if I work hard, everything will fall together for me. So all that extra effort, just go for the team and help them.
He's a good leader, he always is motivating the team and always positive about everything, and we're really lucky to have him on Germantown.
While Thielke hopes for success for the Warhawks this season, he's got his future plans already made. After high school, he'll train to try and make the Olympic team in 2012. Then he'll wrestle for the Wisconsin Badgers, then focus on the Olympics again for 2016. Jesse expects his love for the sport, his work ethic, and his attitude to take him where he wants to go.
Realizing whatever you got to do, you need to get it done, no excuses. Little kids make excuses, adults get what they need to do done, and that's what makes them successful.
Jesse's just a good kid all around, pretty polite kid.
He's a good student, he's a good person, he helps out everyone.
Here's Jesse accepting our featured student athlete plaque, courtesy of our good friends at Boston Store.
Congratulations, Boston Store featured student athlete. Stay tuned for basketball and Preps Plus.
This is why you shop. And And this is why you shop at Pick 'n Save. We're wishing you a happy holiday season, full of all your favorite foods at prices your family can afford. Pick 'n Save, living up to your life.
You are always the center of attention at Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin, where care from some of America's top doctors revolves solely around you for the best possible outcome. It's the type of care you'll find at an academic medical center, where the finest minds, specializing in your type of cancer, have their minds on you. Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin. For the smart choice, it's academic.
In Milwaukee, 4 out of 10 children live in poverty. That's why Heiser has teamed up with the Hunger Task Force and The Gathering to create Heiser's Huddle Up for Hunger.
You can help in 3 ways. Purchase any vehicle and we'll feed a dozen families in your name. With every oil change, Heiser will donate a needed food item.
Or simply drop off a non-perishable food item at any of our Heiser locations. Help us
huddle up for hunger.
We're back at Heritage Christian Schools here on Preps Plus, the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel's high school sports show. We'll see the Patriots girls basketball team in action, plus we'll have a Classic 8 battle as we rock and roll the Preps Plus action reel.
Once beaten Arrowhead doesn't want anyone to stand in its way in the Classic 8, including undefeated Pius XI. Early action, TJ Krause's 3-ball won't go down, but Matthew Fox Whitaker cleans the glass and puts it up and in. Moments later, point guard Carrington Love fires for 3. Love conquers all. He would lead the Popes with 17. It's 8-0 Pius. The defending state champs finally get on the board with this sweet move by Charles Rushman. He scored a dozen. Everybody wants love, but nobody likes rejection, except Ricky Lovette, who gets the big block on Carrington Love's shot. That rejection leads to this. Brandon St. George gets the offensive board. He'll get 2 plus the foul. On the full court press, Ryan May swats the pass. Then Charles Rushman gets it back to May for 2 of his game-high 19. Moments later, it's Johnny Fisher snagging the steal. He'll cruise in for the layup and an 8-point lead. Nice work here by Carrington Love. First the spin move, then the floater for 2, but it would be an uphill battle for Pius. Nice look here from Charlie Fisher to Ryan May. Arrowhead rolls to the victory, 57-41 the final, as the Warhawks improve to 6-1 overall and 3-0 in the Classic 8.
Both Heritage Christian High School and Shoreland Lutheran come in with only 1 loss. The Patriots are a high-scoring team with 3 players averaging double figures, while Shoreland Lutheran comes in very strong defensively. It should make for an interesting matchup. Early on, Jasmine Harris was a force inside. She grabs the offensive rebound and another and gets the bucket. I call that a 2-for-1 special. Holly Holm running the floor finds Taylor Barr, who's spotting up from beyond the arc, and splash. Pacers up by 7. Patriots leading scorer Mariah Begin on the drive finds Harris underneath for the easy 2. Then Begin finds Harris again. She splits the 2 defenders and hits the jumper. Holm drives again, dishes off to Barr, who can't find the bucket, but Holm gets his second chance and scores on the putback. Kyla Wendt tries to come up with the loose ball, but Jamara Sandiford makes a kick save and a beaut. Harris scoops it up and scores. Begin gets doubled. Ball is loose and Holm gets the loose ball. She races to the other end and finishes the breakaway. Emily held with the ball. She goes baseline and kicks to an open Casey Kleiner, and she gets the triple. Great passing by the Pacers as 4 girls touch the ball, and Barr drills another one from the left elbow. Pacers are rolling. Holm gets another offensive rebound. This time she can't finish, but Barr gets the board, bucket, and foul. Pacers still lead. One of the state's leading scorers, Mariah Begin, had a rough night, but here she is drilling a jumper. She would finish with only 5 points. The Pacers were just too much. Led by 16 points from both Holm and Barr and 8 from Kleiner, they beat Heritage Christian, even with 19 points from Harris, by a score of 46-37.
Most big-time conference matchups take place after Christmas, but this next game had marquee matchup written all over it. Let's check it out in the Preps Plus Big Game.
Students here at New Berlin West have the Chadometer all set for tonight. It measures how many points their standout senior Chad Mathwig scores. And if this thing rises towards the top of the Chadometer, these guys think they have a good chance at knocking off undefeated Pewaukee. The 6'6" Mathwig and his Vikings teammates came in with a 4-0 conference record, tied atop the Woodland Blue with the visiting Pirates, who came in a flawless 6-0 overall. The Pirates have a pretty good 6'6" guy too, Jordan Edgerson. He gets past Mathwig and scoops it home. The Edge made a shot like that last week here on Preps Plus 2. Pewaukee's playing zone to try and stop Mathwig, but they don't keep Brad Duggan from driving baseline. Vikings by 4. Later, Dan Sadesky feeds Mathwig inside. He scores to put West up 7. But the Pirates get their points 3 at a time. First, John Serwinski connects. And next time down the court, it's Aaron Van Hooley knocking it down. Pirates by 2 after the first quarter. The Pirates hit 6 threes in the first half, but here they'll convert the old school three-point play. Dave Reese to John Serwinski. Wait! Yes! And it counts. It'll be a one-point game at the half. Once the Pirates fans calmed down a bit, the Vikings started to take over. It's Mathwig on the putback, and the Chadometer is starting to rise. Next trip, it's Brad Duggan with the feathery soft touch on the baseline jumper. Now Vern the Viking is digging Duggan, and an 8-point lead. After Pewaukee closes the gap, Mark Kaczynski opens it up again with the 3-ball, 39-31 West after 3. Then Chad Mathwig shows he can score from outside too, hitting long twos from the right side, then the left. Mathwig led everyone with 21. Finally, with bodies under the bucket, Mark Kaczynski stays on his feet, gets the hoop and the harm. New Berlin West cruises to a 54-36 victory, taking first place all alone. Tell me about how big this win is for you guys.
It's huge. It's in first place in the conference, but there's still a ton of games left.
Did you realize you held them to 11 second-half points?
Honestly, that was one of the things we focused on going into halftime. Was we had to step up our D, and I thought we did a nice job of that in the second half, and we shut them down. So it's just a great defensive effort for us.
Hi, I'm Press Plus correspondent Craig Harden. Coming up, more hoops highlights. Plus, we'll meet a boys basketball player from right here at Heritage Christian High School. And don't forget to follow Press Plus on Facebook or Twitter. Stay tuned. Press Plus will return with your host, Gary D. Howard.
Hi, I'm Blake Jeffrey of the Milwaukee Admirals. Preps Plus is your source for high school sports coverage.
Stay warm, dry, and comfortable when you shop Lackey & Joy's unique selection of gifts for family and friends this holiday season.
Obermeyer was founded in the heart of the Rocky Mountains. Their love and dedication to snow sports has developed a brand full of style and functionality. Grando is a leading brand in the snow sports industry, providing gloves that have unique style, fit, and design. Think different with gloves from Grando.
So this holiday season, find great gifts for your family and friends when you shop Lackey & Joy's.
This is why you shop. And this is why you shop at Pick 'n Save. We're wishing you a happy holiday season, full of all your favorite foods at prices your family can afford. Pick 'n Save, living up to your life.
Success is measured in many ways. At Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin, it's measured by more of the best possible outcomes. Outcomes that instill a feeling of confidence in knowing that the finest minds in medicine have their minds on you. It's the kind of care you'll find at an academic medical center, where teams of the best specialists help you reach the best possible outcome. Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin. For the smart choice, it's academic.
Blake Jeffreyon said one big decision changed the course of his life. The former Badger standout and current Milwaukee Admiral is our guest as Pick 'n Save presents From Preps to pros.
Blake Jeffreyon comes from a long line of hockey players. Of course, it's not uncommon for athletes to have parents and grandparents who are good athletes too. But in Blake's case, that family history is pretty amazing.
First starts off with my great-grandfather, Charlie Morenz. He played for Montreal Canadiens for several years. Was known as the Stratford Streak. He was a superstar, Hall of Fame. Was inducted in the Hall of Fame. Then it goes down to my grandfather, Boom Boom Jeffreyon, who's credited with inventing the slap shot. Also a Hall of Famer, scored 50 goals, was the second player in NHL history to score 50 goals in a season, which is quite an accomplishment. Then my dad was drafted in the sixth overall in the '79 draft, Montreal as well. Played 5 seasons. We got a long line of family history there in the NHL, especially in the city of Montreal, so I'm just trying to follow in their footsteps.
Blake's journey to the pros really kicked in during his first 2 years of high school at Culver Military Academy in Indiana.
It's military school, moved away from home at 14 years old. It's pretty tough, especially the first year. A lot of nights of doubt and what was I doing, and I wanted to go home. And actually, at one point, my dad had come up and got me. We were driving home, and I said, "You know what, Dad? We got to turn around." And so I was all moved out, everything, and I turned back around and went back to school there. So it was one of the best things I ever did in my life. It's the reason I'm the person I am here today, and why I'm here. Definitely just all the lessons that I was taught there.
After 2 years at Culver, Jeffreyon moved to Ann Arbor, Michigan, where he played for Team USA. Then it was on to the University of Wisconsin, where his career ended with the prestigious Hobey Baker Award, but started in rocky fashion.
Freshman year coming in, thought I was a little better than I actually was. Being drafted and coming as a big-time freshman recruit and all that, getting the media hype and all that stuff. So I came in a little arrogant, a little big-headed, and I was kind of put in my place right away. I had a couple injuries my first year, didn't play as much as I wanted to. All things that I wanted to improve on, and as I moved along in my career in Wisconsin, I got better and better every year.
These days, playing hockey is Blake's job, but he doesn't want it to feel like work.
The biggest thing for me is just to try to come to the rink each and every day and just have fun, because if you're not having fun, then you're not going to perform well. And for me, I think it's all about confidence. And if you're confident in yourself and having fun, you're going to play well.
The young man you're about to meet, he's standing right there, has to monitor his blood sugar constantly, but he never lets it keep him off the court any longer than necessary. Let's find out all about his story next, as the Heiser Automotive Group presents Anything's Possible.
Hi, I'm Mary Ann. The Heiser Automotive Group is proud to showcase local athletes who have turned what seemed like an impossible dream into a reality. Each week in this segment, we salute a dedicated individual who has refused to give up and proven that all obstacles can be overcome.
On the court, Cody Doberstein is a tough player for Heritage Christian High School. What makes him even tougher is the challenges he has to overcome every day. You see, when Cody was 7, he was diagnosed with type 1 juvenile diabetes.
What it is it's basically my pancreas doesn't secrete insulin anymore, so whenever I eat sugars, I have to give myself a dose of insulin through injection, and that just counteracts the sugar I ate, so it just levels me out.
Cody has to worry about his blood levels during physical activities like basketball, but more essentially in everyday life.
Every single day I wake up in the morning, I gotta do my blood sugar, then I get my numbers, and then I eat my breakfast, then I give an injection after every time I eat during the day, so after every single meal, and every time I have a snack or anything, I give a dose of insulin.
What makes Cody's condition more manageable is the love and support he gets from the people around him.
With the help of my parents and my family and my friends and everybody like that in my life, they help me out a lot.
My major concerns is to make sure that I monitor him while he's playing and that he has his test kit near the bench.
Even with this condition, you won't hear Cody complaining about it. He plays so hard that really only his teammates know he has diabetes.
I mean, they notice when he comes off the floor and leaves class early to go check it. But other than that,
he doesn't complain about it in the locker room. Like,
Coaches and teammates say Cody is a great person to be around, and nothing proves that more than what Cody someday wants to accomplish.
Yeah, definitely a goal of mine would be to definitely set up a diabetes run, or even like a group or something that would definitely help out some juvenile diabetics out there that are in need or have some trouble with it, that don't have some support at their home or at their school.
Cody has a few words of advice for people who are living with type 1 juvenile diabetes.
Well, I've had diabetes since I was 7 years old, and if I had any words of inspiration for any young kids out there starting off with it or just being diagnosed, I would say that just stick in there and always remember that you have to do your injections, and that it's your life, and that it's all going to be worth it in the end, and that it's all going to be worth it.
For his positive attitude and desire to overcome diabetes, Cody is this week's recipient of the Anything's Possible plaque, courtesy of the Heiser Automotive Group.
Do you know someone who deserves to be honored in our Anything's Possible segment? Tell us about them.
Hi, this is Mark Stewart of the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. Stick around. We check out a hoops rivalry in Racine next on Preps Plus.
Why is Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin the smart choice for treating the toughest medical challenges? Our patients know. It's the confidence in knowing that teams of the finest minds in medicine have their minds on you. Which is why so many patients choose us, an academic medical center, where the toughest challenges meet the best possible outcomes. Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin. For the smart choice, it's academic.
We live in the greatest country in the world, but still, right here in Milwaukee, over 30% of our neighbors live in poverty.
That's why Heiser has teamed up with the Hunger Task Force and The Gathering to create Heiser's Huddle Up for Hunger.
Through this initiative, any vehicle purchase will feed a dozen families, and with every oil change, Heiser will donate a needed food item.
Help us
huddle up for hunger.
Stay warm, dry, and comfortable when you shop Lackey & Joy's unique selection of gifts for family and friends this holiday season.
Obermeyer was founded in the heart of the Rocky Mountains. Their love and dedication to snow sports has developed a brand full of style and functionality. Grando is a leading brand in the snow sports industry, providing gloves that have unique style, fit, and design. Think different with gloves from Grando.
So this holiday season, find great gifts for your family and friends when you shop Lackey & Joy's.
This is why you shop. And this is why you shop at Pick 'n Save. We're wishing you a happy holiday season, full of all your favorite foods at prices your family can afford. Pick 'n Save, living up to your life.
Did you know that shoulder injuries affect about 6 million people in the U.S. each year? Hello, I'm Kimberly Kane. Joining me now is Dr. William Rosh, Director of Sports Medicine at Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin, and team physician for the Milwaukee Brewers. Dr. Rosh, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Why are shoulder injuries so common in the U.S., and what are some of the main causes?
Well, if you think about it, the shoulder positions the hand in space, and with most sports, we use the hands. Because of that, it's injured fairly frequently. Whether it be throwing a baseball or simply painting the kitchen ceiling, we can irritate things.
So how do you treat these injuries?
Well, in most cases, physical therapy. Most shoulder injuries are strains of the rotator cuff. They get better quickly. In a case where you can't move your arm, it's a more severe injury, then surgery may come into play.
And what can people do to minimize the chance that they will injure their shoulders?
Keep the shoulder healthy, and with regards to that, I mean the rotator cuff. If you keep the rotator cuff healthy, the shoulder stays healthy.
Dr. Rosh, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
If you'd like to learn more about the Sports Medicine Center at Froedtert and the Medical College, go online at froedtert.com/sports.
There are two small schools, but they have one big rivalry on the basketball court. Dave, living the dream Paulzine, takes us to a jam-packed gym at Racine Lutheran for the Lackey & Joy Spotlight.
One of the best rivalries in the state is Racine Lutheran versus Racine St. Cat's. Last season, the Crusaders went to St. Cat's and pulled off the victory for the first time since 1954. That result last season has only put more energy into this rivalry, and both teams are always hungry to win the next game.
We want to win it bad. We put an X right on the calendar for them. Everyone's looking at it.
As soon as we saw that we played them early, I just wanted to get our revenge on them because they beat us last year, and that was the first time they beat us in forever at our place, and I just wanted to get it back.
Although the intensity is at an all-time high, both Coach Bob Letch and Jeff Christensen have a great deal of respect for each other.
Jeff Christensen does a heck of a job of coaching. It's always a battle no matter what team has the better team.
We get along pretty good. We call ourselves the old dinosaurs. He's been coaching for 32 years, and I've been coaching for 23 years, and we love to compete.
And compete they did. It was a large and ruckus crowd when the Crusaders and Angels took the floor. Early on, it was all Dylan Graff for Lutheran. He gets this basket plus the foul. He would score the first 10 points for the Crusaders. Marcus Brome pulls down the rebound and finds Chris Suter for a 3-ball. The Angels would lead 17-14 after one. We're going to jump to the second half, and Peter Drummond warmed up. He hits a triple in the corner, but it's 35-30 St. Cat's. In the fourth, Angels by 1 when Foast gets the rip. And you know what's coming next. Get up, big fella. A huge throwdown. 1:20 left. Drummond for 3. Yes! 1-point ball game. Shot gets deflected. Drummond somehow saves it. He scrambles back into play. He lets fly and buries it. Crusaders lead 47-45. 28 ticks to go. Foast throws it inside. Quick move by Alex Krakowski. He gets the land. Tie ball game. 9 seconds left. Demuth finds Drummond for the win. No, we go to OT. In overtime, Brose finds Kerry Thomas, and he knocks down a huge triple. Angels by 3. Under 10 seconds in OT, Demuth finds Drummond with it. Fires it up to the tie, but it's no good, and another chapter in this rivalry closes. St. Cat's 61 and Racine Lutheran 56. That's a wrap for this week's edition of Preps Plus, the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel's high school sports show. Please be sure to join us again next week. It's the final show for me as host of Preps Plus. Until then, I'm Gary Howard. Peace!
Preps Plus is brought to you by Boston Store. Come to the right place this holiday season and save. By Pick and Save, the official grocer of Preps Plus. By the Heiser Automotive Group, where anything's possible. By Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin. For the smart choice, it's academic. And by Lackey & Joy's. Gear up during their winter holiday sale going on now at their 3 locations, downtown Milwaukee, Brookfield, and Mequon.